I've made a good dent in Beach Read. I am on page 124, so the chapter is the Olive Garden. I think it's them when they go on their first like date type thing that they're trying to do. And like Gus is, and January, I just love the two of them, but like there was one or two things that Gus said. There was one in particular, here it is, when he was like talking about a secret that you haven't told, that something that you don't know about me, a secret thing, and he was like, I lied, I have read your books. What? So you've read her books, you read her books. Emily Henry's writing is so beautiful, and I'm so happy loving this again. Like I feel like it's going to be a 5-star. The funny thing is, based on the 1-star review, I have noticed the word crooked mouth being used now like 5 times so far, and we're only 124 pages in, so like I'm hoping it doesn't come up too much more. But I'm hoping to make a serious dent in this today because I need to finish it. I've been reading it for too long, and I have like loads of so many summer books that I need to get at over the next few weeks before Irish weather goes back to absolute dog, because we've had nothing but sun since we came home from the Netherlands. We've had nothing but sun, and it's getting a bit much now, but I want to read all my summer books while it's still summer vibes in Ireland, so let's go. Finished Beach Read, and it was everything I remembered and more. I love Gus and January. I love their story. I can't believe I haven't reread it, and now that I have, it's done. And I don't know when the next time I'll get to read it will be. Probably next summer, who knows. But wait, no, sorry. But yeah, so I finished Beach Read last night. 5 stars still. Again, the letters took me out again. I just think it just shows that like parents are really just like people just like experiencing life for the first time, and it's hard, and you don't know, and you don't have all the answers, and even when you get them, is it as satisfying as you want? I don't know, but I loved it. I'm already onto the Hotel Nantucket, which you know. I'm like 38 pages in, so I have nothing to tell you. And we're also going to be adding, just for the summer, to the list. So that's the next one we're going to be reading. I've already read this one, so it's another reread, but it's perfect for this vlog. So we're going to be reading just for the summer now. I am much further into the Hotel Nantucket. I'm like page 90. Really enjoying it. Really enjoying it so far. I'm liking the writing style. It's giving me similar to like Frederick Brockman, Taylor Jenkins Reid, that type of thing. I think it's going to be obviously more literary fiction. There might be a plot of romance in here, I don't know. But basically Elizabeth has gone through a breakup. She becomes manager of the Hotel Nantucket, and it's after being bought and redesigned by this billionaire Xavier Darling, who basically wants the 5th key by the end of the summer, and it's following so far. We've just gotten the first day, I think, of the hotel being open, and there's a family after checking in, and there is this $1,000 bonus that any staff member will get for going like above and beyond, so there's like a competition element as well now. But I'm really enjoying it, and I have started just for the summer because I couldn't help myself. I forgot how witty Justin is. I forgot how funny he is. This one here, even like, I'm only 16 pages in and I think I have 3 tabs already. I forgot how much I loved this book. So this is at the end of the first chapter when he's like, am I the asshole? Like the Reddit thread. Am I petty? Yes. But am I the asshole? He's certainly not the asshole. And then I have another one from him. It's when they're like texting back and forth, and he says, "Excuse me, if this isn't the case, but you're not a reporter trying to find out my identity for another article about that Reddit thread, are you? You have to tell me. It's like when you're an undercover cop and someone asks if you're a cop and you can't lie about it." And then he said something else, here. She was talking about her plans because she has never had a pet because she's never stayed in one city. She's for like longer than, I don't know how long, 3-6 months, however long they end up staying there. Or is it like a year or something? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. She never settles down. So she only gets plants because she can leave plants when she goes. And she talks about her plant. She says she's a travel nurse. It would be hard. She buys a new plant in every city. And then Justin says, "You take it with you." And she says, "Nope, I can't. I leave it." And he says, "Gasp, murderer." And this is all through text. I love their dynamic. I think this and yours truly are
tied for top spot at the moment. Depending on how I feel when I finish this reread, it'll be between them two. I don't know, do I want this to overtake Yours Truly, because I only found Yours Truly this year, but I've already read this and loved this, and it's like it's like meeting a new friend again. It's so good. Me talking about it as if I've read much. Literally 17 pages, Jordan. Get over yourself. Yeah, so I'm going to try and make a dent in both of these. And then the last one in this vlog is going to be 28 Summers, another Elin Hilderbrand. So yeah, let's get reading.
Finished the Hotel Nantucket, and I think I'm going to set on a 3.75 stars. I really enjoyed the writing. I like Elin Hilderbrand's writing felt very reminiscent of like Frederick Bachman to me. Like having all the different points of views of the characters, and then like everything kind of tying together, but like everyone having a small piece of the puzzle, and then the puzzle became whole by the end, obviously. There were certain things within this though that obviously I didn't enjoy. So like there were some storylines that I felt like weren't answered, or they were half answered and then we didn't get the answer to some of it. If that makes sense. I'm trying to be like as vague as I can without spoiling it. But like definitely felt there were certain storylines I wanted more from. Particularly our character Chad, and I also wanted more about... What was the other character I wanted more about? I can't remember. There was something else that I was like, this really wasn't like finished, I guess. But overall, I really enjoyed the writing. I really enjoyed the setting, and she uses really good descriptive imagery. Like I felt like I was in Nantucket, never been there, never been to America. So like I felt like I was there, which is very representative of her writing. I think all her books are set in Nantucket. This is 28 Summers. This is the next one that we're going to be picking up in this summer vlog. Well, we have Just for the Summer, which I already showed you, but as far as I know, this is also set in Nantucket. Yeah, so if this is also set in Nantucket, that'll be very interesting. I'm assuming this is a romance and it follows a couple over 28 summers, I guess. But we'll obviously find out when we get into it. But after reading The Hotel Nantucket, I'm excited to go into more of Elin Hilderbrand's writing. I do really want to read The 5-Star Weekend, because that just came out on, was it HBO or Apple TV? And I really want to watch it, but I want to read the book first because I think that's meant to be one of her best. So I really enjoyed The Hotel Nantucket. It's made me want to read more of her books, but just this particular story wasn't my favourite. And then Just for the Summer, I haven't read any more in that because I was finishing this today. I was prioritising finishing The Hotel Nantucket, and I'm going to get more into Just for the Summer this evening, and then we will start... We'll start 28 Summers either tomorrow or the next day. It depends what I'm feeling really, but yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the summer books because it's like getting me, I'm about to say getting me in the mood for summer when we're already in summer, but it's like getting me to want to go outside more, to be in the sun more, and that was kind of my aim because I've been stuck in the house for so long. Was trying to get like myself out and about and doing more and actually enjoying summer. So these books have definitely got me on the right track. We're going to talk Just for the Summer quickly because I'm probably going to finish it tonight. Sorry, my phone nearly fell. But I'm about halfway through. I'm 50% through. And this, I think I prefer this to yours truly. Oh my god, I think I prefer this. I find so much of myself in Emma, and particularly the relationship she has with her parent figure. And I also see myself in Justin a little bit, like I'm underlining so much and I'm tabbing so much. But I just love Justin and Emma and their whole dynamic. Things are starting to go a bit wrong
because Maddie's parent figure is kind of messing things up. But I remembered as I started reading, because sometimes I forget what I've read because it's been so long since I've read it. I forgot what the main storyline is, and I'm just waiting for it to come and be revealed now, and I'm very, very excited for that because it's a massive healing moment for our character. But I'm hoping to finish it tonight, and then we're going into 28 Summers, and then we'll be at the end of this vlog. But yeah, let's finish Just for the Summer. Hi everyone, I finished Just for the Summer. Oh my god, I forgot how good that book was. Like, genuinely I forgot, because when I read yours truly, I was like, this is the best shit I've ever read. I will never read anything better than that. I'd forgotten how good Just for the Summer is, how good Justin is as a character, as well as Emma, and how both these characters have so much going on for them. But instead of, like, in a normal relationship, that could tear you apart, especially because they're at the very start as well. That could tear the relationship apart, but if anything, it actually builds them strength to strength. Emma's mother in the book is so hard to read. And I think if you've had a difficult relationship with any parent or any kind of figure like that, you'll relate in some way. And I found her growth so amazing, and like she was able to find her voice, and Justin plus Maddie helped her do that. I loved the little snippet that we got of Benny and Jane, because Jane is Jacob's sister, so now we know there that Benny and Jane are together. And then in Samantha is mentioned at some point. No, sorry, it's not Samantha. Alexis and Daniel are brought into it. And when I read it the first time, I don't know why I didn't realise that it was the part of your world. I think Brianna was in it. Brianna and Jacob were in it 100%. Yes, they were, because Justin calls them when he needs help. I'm just like having a realisation of the world of Abby Jimenez. I'm going to need to take a minute to process all that like tree that I just built there in my head. But overall, it still stood up to, if not better than the first time I read it. And now we're on to 28 Summers. I haven't actually started it yet. I haven't started it yet. I just have this, and the prologue says 50s. I don't know. 28 Summers is a lot of summers. I'm currently in my 28th summer, so like, maybe a good time to be reading it. Very excited to get into this one. I don't know. I enjoyed the Hotel Nantucket, because I think the romance wasn't the overarching theme, and I do think it's going to be here, but I won't know obviously until I go into it, so I will keep you updated. Halfway in 28 Summers. I'm on to summer, I think I'm on summer 9, or is it summer 8? Summer 9? I'm on summer 9, so we're on 2001. And so far, it just seems like our MMC wants to have his cake and eat it too. And the FMC is just like willing to let that happen. And also, I don't like how they talk about his other significant other. Like, as if they're not, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm interested to see how it'll end. Like, they obviously understand each other a lot more, and there seems to be this distance between them as to why they aren't together. But I think they're putting up a lot of obstacles that aren't really there on purpose. I don't know. But I'm not enjoying that dynamic so far. And we've just got to a really important part where like really big things are happening in each other's lives, and it's like, I don't know, it's like they want to live in this bubble of like of lies. I really don't know. I don't know, am I enjoying it or not? There's some little bits that I'm like, oh, that's, you know, that's cute, whatever, but then I realise
then what their actual situation is, and I'm like, oh, I don't agree with this. So we're on summer 9. I genuinely don't know how this is going to go. So far, I'm liking it, but I just think that, like, the fact that this is such a huge point in the story is taking away from it. But the scenery is nice, like, obviously being in Nantucket is nice, but yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping to finish today. I only have 219 pages left, and I have nothing but time. It's only 7 o'clock, so I think I'm going to try finish it this evening.
It's back to winding down, and it's back to what it's done. Yeah, it's safe now, so you kind of keep showing
I'm on like page 264. I can't remember where I was when I last updated. But these two people are both just really bad people. They're like hurting so many other people in their lives. All when there's like really easy solutions to their problems. I just think they're messing up a lot of people's lives all for the sake of one weekend every year. Like, they don't seem to talk any other time other than that one weekend. Like, they don't seem... Oh, I just don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, we're on summer 15 now. I genuinely don't know how we're going to get from this to where the book starts. If you've read the book, you know the way it starts. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to finish this evening because, like, I do not have... Not that I don't have that much left, but I've just, like, over 100 pages left and it's only 25 to 9, so I have loads of time to read it. And I really want to get this done because it is currently not summer in Ireland anymore. Rain and all the terrible weather started today. It's literally like the winter. So I'm getting depressed reading summer books. So we need to finish this up because it's currently winter in Ireland. You're telling me it took the brother like 10 summers to call the sister on her bullshit? I'm so annoyed at all these characters. They're all making such bad choices, including the brother, including her, including the MMC, including the MMC that is also in there because she had a baby. Oh my god. I know, I'm assuming it's supposed to be like because life is messy. Like, these people are just making really, really poor decisions and like not caring about the aftermath. What really annoyed me here is because our character has a son later in the book, she basically tries to pawn her son off so she can have her weekend with this guy. And I'm like, really? He has a full-on life. Like, he has a marriage, he has a kid. Yeah, he may not be happy in his current situation over there, but he has a life that he could willingly stay in, but he keeps coming back for one weekend a year. I actually can't cope. At the start it was cute, like, but this is just... Because the minute the brother called her on, I was like, it literally like woke me up. I was like, actually, what am I reading? Like, I've read 400 pages of them just being really selfish. And like, obviously our other characters aren't like perfect. Obviously no one's perfect, but like the two main characters, like, it's like they love it. They love the drama of it. I literally have less than 100 pages left into this. I didn't know that the characters would have like other family members. Not other family members, because obviously there'd be other family members, but like other romantic relationships throughout the book. And I don't like that. Really don't like that. So far this isn't looking good. But I've made it this far now, like, we just need to get it finished. You were telling me the brother was like, I don't like what you're doing, and he's, oh my gosh, this book. And that concludes our summer reading vlog. So let's do a wrap up of all the books I read, what I rated them, and would I recommend them. So the first book we read in this vlog was The Hotel Nantucket by Elin Hilderbrand. It was my first Elin Hilderbrand book, and I enjoyed it. I liked the mystery of there being a ghost. I liked that they were taking this like mammoth of a hotel and making it into this huge thing, and I enjoyed the writing and I enjoyed the story, and I think I compared her to Frederick Bachman a little bit. Particularly in this book, I found very similar to Frederick Bachman. We were like getting everyone's POV and kind of what was going on, but it all kind of tied together in the end. I liked the hotel review aspect of it, and there was a lot of found family within it, and I think it is a perfect book to just sit by the beach and read, and you will have a good time. And I rated it 3.5 stars. The next book on the chopping block was Beach Read by Emily Henry. This was a reread for me, so I obviously knew kind of going into it that I was going to be obsessed. So this follows Augustus and January, or Gus as he's known in the book. Gus is basically the nemesis of January. He writes literary fiction, she writes romance.
she has to move to this house in, I can't remember exactly where it is again. It's set in this small town, the small beach town, and she moves into this house to deal with her father's death, and he has left this house to her, so she needs to sort it out. And lo and behold, living next door, we have Augustus Everett, her absolute rival. Both set each other the task of writing each other's genre, because they're both in writing slumps. So he is going to tackle romance, she's going to tackle literary fiction, and they basically have to do these lessons together where like she brings him on romance dates to kind of inspire him to write romance, and he brings her on things to do with his research for his lit type books. Oh my god, like when I watch you sleep, I am overwhelmed that you exist. Like, I forgot how hard that line hits and how much growing there is for particularly Gus in this book, and it literally has Beach Read in the title. If you are looking for something that will give you all the summer vibes but also gives you so much other stuff going on, like I always find with Emily Henry, she has these characters that are going through really personal things that are so real, and then also the romance is kind of just sprinkled in, but it's kind of a subplot. But if you're looking for something like that, then Emily Henry is definitely the one for you. I would recommend Beach Read, or Book Lovers, or Funny Story. All of them are my favourite, but Funny Story is definitely my top so far. But this is a close second, I think. So I would highly recommend getting to Beach Read if you haven't, and of course it is a 5-star read. Next, and technically it was meant to be the last book I read, but because I'd finished Beach Read and I just knew this was on the way, I had to read it, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This follows Emma and Justin. Emma is a travelling nurse, and she basically comes across this Reddit thread of this guy who gets into a relationship with a girl. They date for a certain amount of time, and then they break up and she finds her forever person. And Emma's like, that also happens to me. So maybe Justin comes up with the idea that if they date and they date for the same amount of time that they would have in their past relationships where the person found their forever person, they would then cancel each other out and find each other. And Emma is dealing a lot going on with her mother, and there is a lot of found family and family issues on Emma's side in particular, as well as Justin's actually. And Justin is dealing with having to take on a lot of responsibility with his siblings, and Emma kind of helps him navigate that and through that. Their relationship is beautiful. The growing that they do, the healing journey that they both go on in this book is amazing, and it was a 5-star, and it has officially taken the top spot as my favourite Abby Jimenez book, because the amount of joy I had just reading it was amazing. So yeah, another 5-star read for me in this vlog. But it was a reread, so technically is it a 5-star because I've already read it. I knew it was going to be a 5-star, but anyway. And then last but not least, and I genuinely don't know how I feel about this, I finished this last night. It is 28 Summers by Elin Hilderbrand. So in this we're following Mallory and Jake. They meet one summer when Jake comes with Mallory's brother to Nantucket. She's moved to Nantucket, she lives there, and she doesn't want to change her life is staying there. And we basically followed them over 28 summers of their lives. I do not agree with a lot of the decisions these characters make in the book, but also a lot of it felt like very real, like a very real experience that people may go through. But there were certain decisions that our character made that I was like, you are being really, really selfish. And both of them were being really, really selfish in their own way, all for the sake of one weekend, when I thought maybe if you had just like communicated a bit, this book wouldn't exist, or there wouldn't be 28 Summers. The ending was nice in a way. I was like, it was like symbolic in a way, if that makes sense, but it didn't really give me the full end of the story, if that makes sense. Like, it gave me a lot of Scandal vibes, but make Olivia Pope like a normal person, just a normal average person. I genuinely don't know. It's kind of a maybe for me. I think I'm going to give it a 2.5 because the miscommunication, the length of time we spent making wrong decisions over and over again. The only thing I really liked was the scenery of Nantucket. What I find with Ellen Hilderbrand is I find she does a lot of telling. Like, there was so many pages of descriptions of stuff that I felt weren't needed, and that also took away from the story for me, because I was like, I really don't care about this. It has no relevance. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with a 2.5. If I was going to pick between the Hotel Nantucket or 28 Summers to recommend for you, I would go for the Hotel Nantucket 100%. But those are the books I managed to read in this summer vlog, and today was probably one of the worst weather days we've had in about 3 months. So it is officially the end of summer and I have finished my summer vlog. I hope you enjoyed and are having a absolutely fabulous summer, and come on fall basically.